Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back. Welcome to Riverdale. We're here. We're on AFTERBUZZ TV. We're so excited. It's the wicked and the divine. We are willing to talk about both with you here tonight on the after show. We've got a stacked crew, a brand new member of the panel. We can't freaking wait. We're amped. We'll see you guys in just 1 second.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Oh my God, it's like it's 1996 all over again.
But part of me wants to be a part of it. Like, I want to do like an African type of dance for this.
Right. Yeah, there you go.
Because she threw in like harps.
Oh, yeah. Next man with like Reese Witherspoon just cruising down the highway.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
I'm going to pull out like the little crucifix and snort some coke real quick. Maybe just, yeah. And get sued by the Rolling Stones. Wasn't that this song?
I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I think back in the 90s, the Stones, I think there's a ripped off part or something. Maybe I'm making that up. Anyway, guys, what's going on? Welcome. Welcome to the show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV. We're here. We're talking Riverdale. It's the Wicked and the Divine. Season 2. We're episode 25 overall, so we're really getting there. I think we're more than halfway through Season 2 now. Is that right?
That is. Absolutely.
Yeah. So a lot of crazy stuff happened. I love that every episode of this show has kind of its own flavor. We've talked about this, you know, a lot of homages to old movies.
Yes.
And so this one had a real kind of Goodfellas
Yep.
vibe, you know, Henry Hill running around. So anyway, we're going to talk about all that stuff with you guys. We got a great crew. We got somebody brand new on the panel. We're going to start here. We got Shauna Oliver. Welcome to the panel.
Yes.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. I just want to tell you guys, first of all, if you are even interested a little bit, you can catch me on all social media at Shawna O. It should be up here somewhere. Let me tell you guys, I started watching this show on a plane, and I haven't come down from my Riverdale high yet.
Yeah.
Okay? I love this show. How about you, babe?
Folks, Frank Moran, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. As I get more and more amped, I'm doing that for Shauna because she
I
enjoyed
literally
that.
love this. Like, I watch this whole show for that.
That's it. That was it. Just my little amped.
Yeah. All right, Frank, cool it.
Sorry, got too amped, guys. It was way too amped.
Yeah.
Social media, Twitter and Instagram, Happy Go Jackie.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go, got it out.
And I'm Ben Bateman. You guys can find me. Oh, I'm right here. Ben Bateman Media, Twitter, Instagram, the whole deal. We're talking Riverdale every single week. So let's get right into where we started. The stuff with kind of the Goodfellas vibe. So those of you watching, if you don't know, Goodfellas is a movie from 1990. It's a gangster movie. Scorsese directs it. It's one of like the all-time gangster movies. And Ray Liotta has this whole arc as a kid. When he's running around, he's assisting the mob. You know, he's running around, he's running things from the cab stand, other places, picking up money, holding the umbrella. And so it's totally the Archie is the kid, you know, Hiram Lodge. And so I love that, you know, they like to do that in this show. I mean, do you think I was off, either of you guys?
No,
on that?
I'm feeling that vibe myself. I mean, I'm the kind of person that falls asleep on Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, but what I will say is I love the fact that Archie is able to take this opportunity to not only kiss butt to his
right.
girlfriend's dad or whatever, but he's also able to learn some things and to see how he's going to maneuver. Because Archie is making some moves I didn't expect for him to make.
Right. He's learning some things about business. He's putting in the time. He's picking up sandwiches, getting resold loafers. I can relate to that. I've resold a pair of loafers before. Yeah.
With one ear open every...
You got
like,
to.
wait a minute, what are you guys talking about?
Yeah. What's he say? Because I've had the poutine. It is superb. Yeah, it's excellent.
Goodfellas is forever burned in my head because side story, 'cause I know we like to go on a little side tangent there.
do it.
I had a roommate who loved Goodfellas, so he'd get home from work and he'd put on Goodfellas, make his dinner in the kitchen where you could still see the TV.
Was he? And he was watching the prison scene with the garlic.
Garlic. Yeah, you gotta cut it so it just vaporizes.
So then it vaporizes in the pan.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. And as soon as he'd finish his meal, then he'd go back and sit in the living room.
Yeah.
Stop it, put it back to the beginning, and start it over again.
Really?
And then eat his dinner.
Unbelievable.
He'd start it while cooking, and then he'd go start it again while eating?
Yep. He'd come back down and he'd just like start it right from the beginning.
And he did it all the time?
All the damn time.
What
Now,
a
did he
weird
have some
habit.
type of an
Yes.
accent, like a,
Nope.
forget
No.
about it, nothing?
Yeah, that's
I mean,
great.
He just loved
the
it. It
least
was-
you can do is pick up an accent.
Yeah. It's that movie's one of the all-time. It's one of my 10 favorite films ever made. Yeah, big fan of that one. Best supporting actor winner, Joe Pesci, 1990.
Oh, there you go.
All right, anyway,
This
back to
guy's a
Riverdale.
genius.
Back to Riverdale.
Well, hi, chat. Hi, you guys. First of
up,
all,
guys?
I'm sorry. I need to tell you guys. Is it Tabitha? You guys, am I getting old enough to need glasses? Can you get that a little bigger? Thank you for noticing that I totally have some Riverdale style on today.
Yeah, look at that. Shauna, you're so pretty.
DIY.
It's so nice.
Thank you,
Where's
everyone.
my homeboy Andrew Guy? He's suspended right now from Schmodown competition, but we were today on the Action Movie Anatomy Show talking about Den of Thieves, so you can go check that out.
Can't wait.
Yeah, it's good. So, all right. Anyway, back to the story. So we have this whole thing going on with Archie working for Hiram, and he's running around. He's going to Pops. He's trying to kind of learn the family business. At the same time, Veronica, she's very hesitant to let Archie in. She doesn't want him, but and then obviously there's this whole thing going on with Arthur Adams. Is that his name? Arthur Adams?
Yes, the FBI agent.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Detective Adams. Let me tell you guys, I don't trust him.
Well, yeah, it seems fair.
He is like fake to me. Like, totally
I see what you mean.
false.
You think he's not an FBI agent?
I mean, I wouldn't say I don't think he's an FBI agent. I just think that he's not really working for an agenda that the FBI is sending him out for. I think that he's totally on his own agenda, and he's just so weird. I don't like him.
He's kind of going rogue. Like he might be real, because we kind of debated if he really is an FBI agent or not.
Yep.
But he could be one who's just like taking the case personally, kind of going rogue from the agency. Like I'm gonna nail this guy because I've got a beef to pick with this particular person. I'm not gonna let this case go.
And he said it. I grew up here, and that's why they put me on the case.
Yeah.
But that's usually why people wouldn't put you on the case, because you're too close to the situation. You know everyone.
Yeah.
You might have a vendetta against someone. So that, to me, that's what the FBI would not do.
Yes. Quick tangent. Ragusa Thamaran has a question wondering if KJ Apa, Cole Sprouse, or Greg Sulkin from The Runaways, who's the best looking? Frank, I'll start with you.
Oh, I mean, gosh, it's the red. I'm a sucker for redheads.
Yeah, me too.
So KJ's got it for me.
KJ's my guy. What about you?
The hottest
Yeah.
in this entire show?
No, they were Jughead, Archie, or do you watch The Runaways?
Oh, I don't watch The Runaways.
So you can
sorry,
disqualify that one. So let's go Archie,
Okay.
Jughead.
Jughead or Archie. I gotta go Archie. I'm sorry. He is fine, y'all.
It's a clean sweep. It's a clean
fine.
sweep.
That's right.
Thanks for the question, Rugu. Let's get back to the show. All right, so
Because I mean, they really go. I mean, and we've always known. I guess Hiram has been in, up to no good in shady dealings. But
Yeah, right.
to really get the official confirmation that he's full blown mobster.
Yeah.
It's not just, hey, I'm a corporate shark.
Right.
Cutting outside the lines. I am just full blown mobster.
he's old school. Yeah.
I really enjoyed the scene though with the poker game.
Oh, yeah,
though.
me too.
It was very like gangster. I liked that.
The one dude who gets shot in the back of the head, Poutine, Paulie Poutine.
MC Gainey, man.
MC Gainey, there you go.
That's
I
right.
was just going to ask what his name is. He's like one of those classic, he's been in a ton of famous stuff. For me, honestly, the most notable thing that I remember that guy's face from is that he's one of the others in Lost.
Yep.
Right.
He's on the boat.
Don't forget Con Air.
Yeah, he's huge in Con Air.
I knew him from somewhere, but I wasn't sure.
For some reason, he's always been very memorable as this just a creepy guy in Lost. He's real creepy.
He's
MC
creepy
Gainey.
in this one too, because he's a traitor.
Yeah, he is real creepy.
I mean, that's why.
Yeah, it never quite got to what we were hoping for, the full, complete Goodfellow homage
right.
at the poker game. You wanted somebody to kind
Spider,
of
make my
Yep,
drink. Yeah,
that's
the whole
right.
thing. I know. I thought it was going to maybe go there, but I don't think we wanted to harm Archie. So,
Oh, right.
and he's like, this kid's got hustle.
Right. And then Archie didn't want to wear the wire, so it's like to cut the fourth wall, he deserved a break from us.
Yeah,
We didn't want to hurt him.
Archie's full on like apostrophe too deep. Wait, that was a bad reference. I was looking for the band In Too Deep. Archie's definitely in too deep is the point.
in too deep.
Yeah, he's gotten himself in a lot of trouble because now he witnessed, in the bathroom, he overheard some stuff. Also, the stuff with Fred, right? Like, oh man, like they're like, oh, what's going on, Hiram? Like, man's shacking up with your wife, and he's just like, you need to apologize right now. It's like, oh, geez.
Right, that definitely was not about Pops. Although I
No.
appreciate him standing up for Pops, just because I feel like in this climate,
Yeah.
we're trying to teach people how to stand up for other people.
Right.
So I appreciated that. But what I really think was going on was, okay, this is the second time I've heard a reference about Frank sleeping with a wife.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's
with Fred, yeah.
clearly, I mean, Fred, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Fred
right.
sleeping with the wife.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously, and that's going to be a hard one. It seems like with Hiram, he's been pretty patient with that, knowing that happened and kind of having it float around.
Almost like too patient. Like
Yeah,
he's too plotting.
But you got to assume a man of his level of power with the arm vein and everything that he's
Yep.
totally and completely
In
not
control.
cool with it. Like I feel like eventually it's not going to fly. Like he's going to take. Do you think he's going to try to take out Fred eventually?
I feel like whether it's a like a physical threat or just I'm gonna ruin you financially and make you bankrupt or maybe you have to leave town or
I'm going
whatever.
to take your son.
Yeah, somehow I am going to destroy you in some shape or form.
I feel like Hiram's definitely going to do that.
I think Hiram just wants to own him.
Yeah, right.
He's like, look, I own your business already. Like, I'm going to have your son be my little, flunky here.
Right.
And you're going to be powerless.
If I ever am in my life in a position ever, no matter what I'm doing, that I can look at someone who's under my and go like this and have them walk over to me, I've done something wrong. Because that's the word. I don't ever want to be that person. That's not good.
I'll come and cut your cigars, Ben. You
No,
just let me know.
it's ridiculous.
No,
Me, I have a
I'm
safe
happy
word
to.
with my family and friends. Okay.
Really?
Yes. Cherry banana.
Sure.
So if I'm there
Yeah.
with someone who I feel it has me by the collar, okay,
Yeah.
cherry banana, you need to get me away from this situation.
Gotcha.
So Archie needs to probably yell out cherry banana right now
he needs
because
to have the safe word.
he's like beginning to enjoy this.
Yeah, right.
Like he's lying to the feds.
He's got to go back to the hotel. It's a song by N2D. All right, so
Too good. Like,
we got to give it up for Pop, though. I mean, he tried his heart out with that poutine.
He did.
But he's a 50s diner guy.
It's a hard thing to make.
It's he's out of his wheelhouse. So it's like, come on, get the guy some slack there.
Yeah, there you go. Nevermore 667. Don't go against the family.
Right?
So much of that old Godfather stuff. Goodfellas. God, those movies are good.
The other thing, though, is maybe with Archie, if here's a conversation in the bathroom, that he can hear it perfectly because he's right there by the toilet, but that he stands up, and I can understand the one time to look out the window to see just who exactly is talking, but that he still stays there the entire time. I'm like, just duck back down, man. Just duck back down and listen.
Well, can we talk about the fact that when he goes to talk to Hiram, he's like, Mr. Lodge, I heard them over here. I overheard them saying some stuff, and he's like, they said they were thinking about taking you out, not like they're gonna take you out after the confirmation we're at. That's what they said verbatim.
He did not give specifics. He's trying to play the fence. Archie does not know what he wants to do yet. You can tell, you can feel the apprehension, the confusion.
Right.
He doesn't know whose side he's really on.
Yeah,
right now.
100%.
I feel like there's no way that this. I don't think this can shake out with Veronica and Archie still together.
You think?
I
Okay.
don't think so.
Well, she has the moment when she's up there at the confirmation, which there's some stuff leading up to that we'll get to in a second, but where she's, do you renounce Satan? And she sees Archie.
Ooh, she has a moment where she was like, should I say yes?
Right, but here's what I love. Is she has the angelic moment, and she looks at him and she says, I do. And it's symbolic of a couple things, right? Because she had the conversation where they're like, well, if this Archie guy sticks around, and you can see the look on her face, and she says, I do, in her mind, she's committing to this guy. She thinks they can get married, right? That's what that moment's about?
Definitely. Not only that, but I believe that it showcased how much he's the good in her. He's the good that, like, she needs to hold on to in order to maintain. Like, I feel like if he's not in her life, she's going to fly off the handle and be super dark, Veronica. And we're going to see some things that we did not see last season, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Dark Veronica, we have some really Dark Betty stuff to get to, but we'll save that for a second. I do want to wrap up the stuff with Archie and Hiram and Veronica first. So there was the fact that Mayor McCoy, Sierra, and her daughter Josie come to the house to visit and make an apology, and Josie is not happy.
Neither is Sierra.
No.
They're both putting on the fake faces that every woman in the chat and everywhere else knows.
Yeah, right.
It's like, I'm going to do this for you right now, but later on I'll scratch your eyes out. Okay, have a good one.
Josie's so mad. Well, it was a big play. She got played by her mom a little bit. She did, because then Veronica gets to sing at the Pickens Park thing. And she does a great job. Yeah, and so then everybody knows. It's like Josie's kind of losing her spot a little bit. Yes. She's got to fight to get it back. She was not pleased to be singing at Veronica's confirmation or doing a duet.
Yeah.
So who's the better singer?
Oh, definitely Josie.
Really? I really like Veronica's voice. I think it's different.
I like Veronica's voice. I mean, I think she has a good voice. It's just
but
Josie.
Better than Josie, huh? Yeah. I'm still going Veronica just because I stick by my word. Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. I appreciate that.
Her confession, though. Like, that priest was just useless. I just like that.
Yeah, he looked like his face looked deformed. Am I imagining that?
I don't know, but he wanted, it was agonizing for him to have to just listen to this teenage girl kind of pour her heart out a bit, and it's like, just say a bunch of Hail Marys, close the door. It was just like, shh, I want to hear nothing.
I did not feel the way that he responded to her, but I also didn't like the idea that she came there. This is clearly someone who's under your parents' thumb.
Right.
Like, this guy's under your parents' thumb, and you're telling him your issues, but Veronica's smart. She didn't say what really happened. She's just like, I think I'm leading him down the wrong path. Not, hey, I've joined him into our mobster family.
Right. Oh, for sure. And then, Veronica's obviously at the, she's at the, here, like Josie hands down better singer. Angels. Comment.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll change for you, Angel.
What do you think about that? Strawberry banana.
I basically cannot say what I wanted to say. I'll go with Josie.
All right. So, but Veronica then goes to the wives club. And she's having the conversation. You know what it actually reminded me of more than anything else? And I know this is an incorrect reference, but it reminded me of the Divorced Wives Club from Jerry Maguire, where they're all sitting around.
Bonnie Hunt's there just
drinking wine. Yeah. Bonnie Hunt, that's who that is. I forget about that. Yeah, it's her sister, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Pie. It's a great movie. All right. Anyway, back to the show. So that's pretty much the Veronica. I guess the one other thing is that before Archie gets brought in fully. He has the conversation about what happens to Nikki St. Clair. And I did love this scene.
I loved it too.
Yeah.
We were loving it together. I felt it.
Yeah. He's like, you take out a kid with his leg in cast? And he's like, well, Mr. Lodge. And he's like, I'm impressed, Archie. I'm seriously impressed.
Right.
Yeah.
And then for me, because I'm just such a little naive girl, I totally thought he was about to do it. And I was defending Archie in my mind. Like, wait a minute. You just went out on the wrestling floor with your grown self and put him in a headlock that lasted for a little too long.
Yeah.
So if you can do that to an innocent kid, right? then he can go and beat up Nick St. Clair.
Yeah, last episode was definitely a highlight of this show. It's one of the better episodes of the show so far. But I like this episode a lot too. I definitely actually I like the. I really enjoy what they've done now with Archie and Hiram. I think it's actually I think it's one of the more enjoyable new developments the show has gotten. And I'm sad to see less Luke Perry and FP. They both seem like they've taken a little bit of a back seat this season.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with what they've done with Mark Consuelos.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I think it's been good.
But I feel like you built him up so much for season 1 without seeing him that I feel like we got to see a lot of him this season to really kind of pay it off.
To bring it all together.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I do like this, but as antagonistic as Hiram was towards Archie last week, like this week, when Hiram's talking with Veronica and just saying, hey, you know, if you're spending time with him, at some point we're gonna have to either bring him in or you're gonna have to
Make a decision.
Yeah.
I don't believe a darn word of it.
So do you think
I just the way Veronica moves and shakes, like she can just change her mind and like she'll know what she's going on inside of her own mind and she'll portray something different. I think Hiram is the same way. He definitely doesn't like Archie.
No, but after he came in and said like, hey man, they're out to get you, I feel like that really solidified him with Hiram. I think so.
Yeah, right. Do we think that Hiram was planning on telling Archie that he was no longer going to be a part of the gang, and then Archie gave him this heads up and he changed his mind? Is that like 100% what happened?
I think so. I mean, given the conversation that he had with Veronica, with Hiram and Veronica, and so like, yeah, I don't want Archie involved in this.
And then he's like, "You saved my life, boy. I got to keep you around.
Yeah,
you're good
See,
people."
I guess I'm just totally doubting him completely because I thought he would probably tell her like, "Oh yeah, I'm not gonna keep him in," and then be like, "Okay, now you need to prove to me whether you're loyal to me by not telling Veronica that you're still working with me."
Right. Okay. There you go. I like that one. All right, let's move over to a little bit of Bughead, the Betty storyline. We'll talk about the chick stuff a little bit because it's only a little bit in the episode. He's got a bunch of strange suitors coming over. Yeah. I love the moment when she's like, chick, and he like comes down the stairs in a robe and he's like drinking milk.
Yeah, the big glass jar of milk. I'm like, yep, there you go.
There's something like so like silly and pleasing about people drinking milk in like full on like glasses of milk in television and movies. Because like I legitimately don't know a single person in my life anymore who drinks like full on glasses of milk. It seems like it's kind of gone by the wayside.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I have a 5-year-old little cousin who gets it in, but that's about it.
Yeah, okay.
No grown-ups.
It's like something little kids do.
Little kids do that.
I mean, other than like having cookies, like maybe to dunk them in. When was the last time you got home and said, I'm going to pour myself a nice big tall glass of milk?
Right, and put on my mom's silk robe. Slide down the steps after I've done a webcam.
Yeah, he's like, hello, Betty. I got the job at the Bijou.
To jump over to Betty for 1 second on that. When she's in her room on that webcam, and it's all dark, I'm thinking, okay, all right, great. It's
It's dark Betty.
It's dark Betty, but it's also something late at night. Then we get the revelation. Oh no, it's daytime. She just had everything done.
Yeah.
But then we get the further revelation. It's before school. Who was the guy on the webcam? I got to get my Jones in like 7:30 a.m. I got to get it going.
I don't know about those dudes, but I'll bet you they're out there.
Oh yeah. Definitely. I honestly like I like Dark Betty.
You do.
I hate that she has to fight it so hard though. Like if you're waking up at 7 a.m. like the dark side is coming out of me. I need to get my wig on and get like wait a minute,
She
girl.
might have been up all night.
Do some meditating, do a little yoga, something.
She might have been up all night. But I've said it before. I'll say it again. I hate the wig. I just wish that it's not my favorite look. It's not my favorite.
I mean, it's the only thing that will differentiate like her against.
She could have like a big long flowing like brunette. Like she doesn't have to have the like dominatrix wig. She kind of has the dominatrix wig a little bit. I don't know. It's just, I mean, some people love it, but talk about Ben was with Grundy. Yeah. What? There you go. Yeah, I love Grundy. She was great.
Grundy
Sarah
was
Habel.
cute.
She was wonderful. But totally reprehensible actions. Don't support that at all. All right, so Dark Betty's going on. Chick's got strange suitors coming to the house. She's like, "What about your job interview?" He's like, "That was my interview, Betty." But no, that's not really what happened.
Wait, did I miss that?
So then Hal's like, "I gotta get out of here." Until Chick leaves. Albeit the what do you say, the share B&B?
Yep.
The share B&B, you guys. I looked right at Ben and I said, "You mean Cheryl's B&B?"
Yeah, big shout out to Shauna on that one. She definitely threw that as a good laugh. Yeah.
Like that mom right there, she is. Oh, you guys.
Yeah, literally though.
Literally.
Yeah,
and
we're
she's
not even
proud
making
of
things
it.
up. Yeah, she's happy about it.
I feel bad for like
Cheryl
because she's
Cheryl
actually
put her up to it.
But she's actually struggling with it.
Yeah.
You can tell, like every quiver of the lip, because her red lipstick is amazing.
Yeah.
So I noticed every quiver of the lip, and she is dying inside that her mother is hoeing.
Yeah, agreed.
I still don't know. I feel like we're still missing that really kind of intense conversation between Hal and Alice about who the father of Chick is.
You're pretty sure that he's not Chick's father, and he dislikes the fact that Chick's around.
Yeah.
I think it's FP's son, right?
Yeah.
Whoa. I definitely think it's FP's
Yeah,
son.
get on our level. Get on our level.
Yeah, you know what? You guys just got me, and I'm like, yes, I believe that this is FP's son,
Right.
and Hal is so jealous that he is running away from the home.
Yeah. I still don't
Coward.
really think Chick's sticking around very long, especially considering what happened in the episode. So let's talk about that. At the end of the episode, Betty comes home and Chick's has another like new suitor who like kind of looks like he's like an H&M model.
Yeah.
He's had a cerebral hematoma, severe internal bleeding.
I'm guessing not of his own doing.
Probably hit with like a heavy like a Mel sconce. Or like a candle
You know what? I was
holder.
asking myself, is it a freaky thing that happened that got a little out of hand?
Yeah.
But then when I saw the mom cleaning up, I was like, oh no, she actually took care of that.
Yeah, Alice might have been the one. Maybe.
I'm sure.
You think so?
Chick is like, Mom, you haven't been with me forever. Kill someone for me.
So what are we betting that he was hit in the head with? Because like, so generally speaking, in movies where there's like a murder and like somebody with a household item hits somebody in the head and there's severe bleeding from the head, it's usually like
Candelabra.
I said, a candelabra is a good
Yeah.
one. Some sort of like big, like a big, stone sculpture looking paperweight type of thing. That's a good one.
Kind of hit like
Right,
okay,
exactly. Yeah, some kind of a rod.
Yeah, I'm going with a big, thick, just one singular candlestick.
Oh, another one that you get a lot is
The
poker, the fire poker.
fireplace
Yeah,
poker.
that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, you could have one of those for sure.
That's true.
I'm torn in between the fireplace poker and the candelabra right now.
A hammer.
Oh,
Could be a hammer.
no, she wouldn't have gone that far. I don't think to the garage to get it out.
It's probably the fire poker. That actually seems like the classic one you get. It's
Yeah.
right there in the living room.
Easy to get to.
Whack them real
What
hard.
do you guys think in the chat?
But I think it's maybe Chick that did it, but I also think that Alice, with tremendous amount of guilt, this is the son that she gave up for adoption. She's going to do anything she can to help him out.
Right. Yeah, okay, I agree. All right, so let's talk Bughead. So they get both suspended from the paper, both halves of Bughead. And after the suspension happens, they have a heart-to-heart in which Jughead's like, Betty, I'm sorry, you don't deserve this. And then it's like, did you do stuff after we broke up? He's like, some stuff, but not all the stuff. Did you do stuff? He's like, no. He's like,
Let me put my church finger up right now and say, every lady knows, okay? Maintain your innocence, girl. You know you kissed Archie, and so does Cheryl, but Cheryl doesn't really talk to Jughead like that. So right now, the path of the lie is okay.
Yeah.
Always think about the path of the lie. You're right.
The path of the lie is okay, but if anybody in between you and Jughead knows, it's coming out. And so
gonna
just
come out
get
eventually.
ready for that. Yeah.
I know, we already got the one reveal, so Veronica knows, but the fact that Jug doesn't know, that's going to be a problem. And he's like, she gave me a tattoo.
Yeah.
I literally thought they were gonna go there.
No
It's
way.
like she gave me a what?
and Betty doesn't know that Veronica knows.
Right.
Oh, and Veronica acted a little bit different with her at the confirmation.
Right.
And because she's like, can I steal my man for a second?
Yeah.
She does not talk like that normally.
No, she doesn't.
And then on top of that, I'm feeling like with the whole forgiving him right away, Veronica forgave him right away after a beat. And just to know her, it was like a whole situation going on in that mind where she's
Right.
like, what am I going to do about this? And she's like, it's okay.
Right. Veronica's I think becoming like more and more like her parents slowly but surely. So the episode ends with Betty and Jug together, and she's like, I want you, I want all of you. And so we got that moment, the sexy,
And
the
then
sexy,
he grabbed that booty, and I was like, okay, now I know. Okay, you want all of him, not like his mind, heart, and soul.
Yeah, when she
you
said
mean
it,
the body.
I said to you guys, I wonder what she means by that.
Right.
Yeah.
I had to reevaluate at that point.
Yeah. Right. So that was good. We got Bughead's back on the menu.
Because the first time that he, after they kind of get to that heated point where they're sitting next to each other, when he reaches out, he just touches the edge of her dress.
He just touches her leg. It looks like a full-on leg grope.
But there's a
It
leg
looked
grip.
like
I felt like
a,
it was
like a dress growth.
I thought it was a
Really?
dress
No
grip.
leg
so?
at all.
Yeah.
Okay, just touches the
I think
dress.
he was a little bit nervous. Like, are you going to reject me right now? Because
Right.
I have totally been pushing you away. And he knows it. He
Yeah.
knows what he's been doing. But now he's in trouble again, suspended from the Serpents. So now you want to come back to good old Betty.
I know, and that maybe Jug's going to kind of become part of the old gang. He's going to be a good guy again because of everything that happened with the Serpents, which we can talk about now a little bit.
Yes.
So, turns out Tall Boy was the one who cut the Pickens statue's head off.
Of course, I knew that.
Yeah, and that was, pretty unsurprising. And also, we had Penny come back, who, the Cobra.
But it was under kind of goading by Hiram Lodge.
Right.
So it felt weird to see like why he would want to stir up a hornet's nest within the Serpents.
Yeah.
I mean, other than just try to get rid of FP and Jughead. But I mean, I feel like why bring that extra heat?
Right.
But I also think he needs to bring the South Side. Like, he needs to continue to make the South Side look terrible so that the North Side will not unite with him.
Do you think that perhaps the plot line with Tallboy, the wrap up at the end, was a little too fast? Because it literally felt like it all happened in about 90 seconds.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like, all right, guys, we're running out of time in the episode, so let's just cut this way down.
Exactly. I feel like that's when we found, I think, obviously, Penelope, Penny, and Tallboy got something going on.
Oh, you think that? Okay.
I definitely think so. I mean, that's when... Because she's an evil little lady.
Her arm is also healed remarkably fast.
It is amazing. I thought they were going to show me something gruesome. Like, you guys, I'm on CW's Supernatural as well, after show.
Yeah.
I see the nastiest things. I was waiting for a gnarly, thing.
Yeah.
And it was just so good.
Well, because also, even, let's say it was like a month ago, even if it had healed, I feel like it still would be like a really, really dark red. It would or, it would definitely look raised. Her arm was just kind of a slightly darker.
She's probably putting a lot of Neosporin on there.
She's
Maybe.
evil. She's like, I went to my father, the devil, and I said, heal me.
Yeah.
Okay, she's so bad.
Yeah, it's fair.
But I also, because I do agree how fast it was, because I remember them putting up the flyers, and then I pretty much forgot about that plot line until all of a sudden that phone rings. Like, oh, yeah, we put up those flyers. I'm like, oh, wow, we're actually going to close it up this fast? All right.
And then you never think that when they put up the flyers, they're going to be led right to the item. Like, you think they're going to be led to a person that leads them to it. They were just like, look, it's here.
We had a lot of Betty Jughead sleuthing earlier in the season, so I don't know if they wanted to give us more of that. It was just be a token to get them back together.
That's true.
Right.
I found it, but I also saw everything you need to be able to solve this little mystery.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the mystery solved. So, all right, so that all happened. We had they find the head, they deliver the head to Hiram Lodge at the end of the episode, and the vote is stopped, but Jughead is temporarily suspended from the Serpents. Mm-hmm. So in his temporary suspension, what do we think is going to happen? Do you think he's going to drift back into the good crew and not want to return to the Serpents?
No way. That is now his true identity. He's like, I'm proud of it. My father was a part of it. It's just paralleled to real life where gangs find people who are, really distraught. Family is issues. Those are his family right now. He wants to be the head. I think he wants Tallboy out, and he's like, we could do something good here.
Well, Tallboy's out, I think. I think it's what they said at the end. They got rid of Tallboy and Penny.
Oh yeah. Tallboy's out, but you never know. Penny went out and she came back.
Vindictive. They could come back.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Jughead wants I would think at this point, going back, hanging out more with the Riverdale side, that he'd probably want to be more of a bridge between the two.
Yeah.
I think, maybe. But without losing their identity, but still being more integrated and accepted by the greater Riverdale community.
That seems totally fair. I think probably with him kind of getting back with Betty a little bit and being suspended, I think you will see Jughead a little bit more with the... Yeah, it seems like they're going to push us that direction.
But Betty goes bad, too, though. She just did the Serpents, strip tease.
Oh, man.
And she's totally, a member now.
That's right.
I mean, she's going to the dark side.
I've said this before, but I was so 50-50 on Betty and Veronica in the beginning, who I liked more. I think Betty's a lot sexier. I just do.
Are you kidding me?
I really do. She's so much more
a lot sexier, Betty?
I know. Well, Veronica is naturally sexier.
Yeah.
Right? But Betty, to me, I don't know.
It's
something
an innocent sexy, that's why.
Yeah, but she also has the dark Betty side. I don't know what it is. I just think she's killing it. She's doing a great job. Lily Reinhart, I didn't think so at all when the show started. When the show started, I was like, she's just wholesome Betty with her hearts on her sweater.
Right.
But she's great. She's doing a good job.
What I did like at the beginning of the episode was when the sheriff is constantly harassing Jughead and FB. And Jughead again throws out the power of the blue and gold.
Yeah.
Says, hey, I'm about to get a quote from you about how you're focusing on this instead of the identity of the Black Hood.
Yeah, the high school paper.
Honestly, Jughead is kind of badass.
Yeah.
He says what he means, and he's not afraid to back down. He's not afraid. He was about to, he snatched off his duct tape during the protest and was about to charge Hiram.
Yeah.
But then, they were like, okay, calm down.
Well, so let's talk about what happens when Hiram and Hermione are approached by Sierra, who's like, all right, guys, here's the sales final. You now own the property that used to have Southside High. So, it's just this nefarious plan, the Sodell Project. Every episode we find out that's development that we know will probably never come to fruition because that's how TV works.
What is it and where is it? Let's see it.
But it's pretty nefarious. Definitely seems like...
and we were so teased with it by Veronica wanting to tell it all to Archie. I don't need to know. I can't know.
I can't know Veronica. Yeah.
Come
But
on.
what is he doing though? Why is he saying I can't know when he's agreed to be like this informant to the feds? Like,
Yeah.
tell me everything so I can give up the info, right?
Right, and then we talked about at the beginning of the episode, but like Archie in that meeting with Andrew Adamson, he gets pulled aside and he's like, there's clearly a gangland slaying. We found Polly Poutine shot in the back of the head. Do you know anything, Archie? And Archie's just like, God, shucks, I don't know anything.
You know what? Now that I think about it, we only talked about poker.
Yeah, I'll get away with this.
Yeah.
Man, Archie.
Can you tell Archie's actually getting annoyed with the detective? He's like, "What are you doing here? My father's not even asleep. Don't call me. Don't like." He's just like, "Leave me the heck alone right now. I'm still
Archie's
figuring
just
out."
like, get off my jock, okay? Yeah. I have to go play
great.
basketball.
Working with him
Yeah.
is like, I'm gonna go leave here and use all these lines, you guys.
Right.
By the way, Aaliyah? Yes, Jughead does not take no mess, honey.
Yeah.
He is like, you guys are not worried about the killer, but you're worried about a statue. Do better, police. Do
Yeah,
better.
right. Seriously, the Black Hood's still out there.
Right.
Still out there. So,
And it's so funny to me how many morals they all have.
oh my God.
Like within the Serpents, it's like we don't do this to our own. We don't lie. We don't kill. We go to soup kitchens and give to charity. And I'm just like, what kind of freaking gang is this?
Yeah, right.
but I like it.
But like, I like that they talked about all the rules, but they like, didn't talk about the fact during that meeting that Penny was exploiting them to like run drugs.
Right.
Yeah.
She was like forcing them to run drugs and like videotaping them and blackmailing them and doing it. Like,
That's Great Serpent Way.
yeah, that's the Serpent way.
Right.
Yeah, you can't attack one, but you can blackmail one.
That's right.
Drug runs on video. So I think that pretty much wraps up everything that happened in the episode. Am I forgetting anything crucial? We didn't see any Cheryl. We saw none of Cheryl's mom. We didn't see... we barely saw Kevin. We saw like a word out of Kevin, a couple words out of Josie.
Right. Pretty much. I mean, we met Abuelita, and we got to hear
yeah.
Veronica speak a little
Spanish?
Español.
Yep.
Española. So she did really good. I really like her. I like the fact that they're bringing their culture into it.
Yeah.
Because it makes me feel like it's like some type of a Hispanic mafia type of.
Agreed.
It makes
Yeah.
it more like authentic to me.
Yeah, totally. The fact that the confirmation and everything, I thought that was clever. It
Yes.
adds some culture to Veronica, some more interesting stuff than just like rich New York white girl. You know,
Right.
she's not. Which I think in the comic books, I don't think there was ever any Latino background, right? She was always just straight up the brunette,
Yeah.
the white
Right.
brunette, and Bloody was the.
Gotta love a little bit of salsa, a little
Yeah.
spice. You know what I mean? Change it up a little bit for us.
Agreed. All right, so that's the deal, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Let's get into predictions.
My goodness. Oof.
Now, your AfterBuzz TV prediction.
There you go.
Yeah, I like it. Give us. I mean, I feel like Archie. It's probably gonna be one of those classic things that we see when somebody goes undercover. They start sympathizing a little too much with the people they're supposed to be busting.
Right.
So I feel like we're gonna see more of that with Archie. I don't know what's gonna be the breaking point for that, but
He's gonna be deep cover.
yeah, he's gonna,
Nobody's gone under this long, Archie.
No high school student has ever gone this far.
Yeah.
Yes, I totally agree. That's what's up.
Where does
think-
Archie end and Hiram begin? We don't know now.
Do you think he's eventually going to wear a wire?
I feel like that's got to be
Eventually, right?
yes, because there's got to be a shirtless scene with him putting the wire on. Of
course.
Absolutely. I feel like next episode we got to see that.
Yeah. He'll probably have a shirtless scene putting on the wire, then
Yeah.
change his mind, take the wire off, and then another shirtless scene putting it on the next time.
I like it.
We'll get a 2 for 1.
Basically, if they do that, then I will tweet into the show my appreciation. Okay, I will accept that. I do think that I agree that Archie is going to get in a little bit too deep, but I feel a sense of bad in Archie. I feel like
Little evil.
every character has that little bad, and he is getting a little like excited about his position now, and like. Because even with Veronica saying that's still going on, and he's like, yeah, why wouldn't it be?
Right.
He's like, I am interning right now, okay? I'm doing this.
Seriously.
So I definitely think he's going to get in too deep. I think that I actually know by watching interviews that Cheryl's going to have a love interest, I think.
I think a lot of us think it's going to be Tony, right? That's there you go. Cheryl and Tony end up hooking up.
Cheryl
Predicted by
and
angels.
Tony? Are you kidding me, guys? Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have a little bit of lesbian loving and stuff like that going on, but I thought Tony was going to try to steal Jughead.
People just keep saying that I was the boy with Grundy. I wasn't in the show, guys. Loved her as a character. Yeah.
You know what? Yes, he was. Okay, you guys follow him and tweet him and ask him more questions about that. More interaction on your Twitter.
If you want to follow me on Twitter, I'll play into this. But
Yes.
yeah. Anyway.
I will also play into the part of Tony in case anyone needs to know, or any of the characters.
Am I misreading this?
Because was Ben like the guy that came down that had kind of fooled around with Chick? That wasn't his name. Wasn't Ben? Was it from the
Was it?
Bijou?
Oh, maybe. Oh, am I misreading that?
Okay.
Vanessa John. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Oh, thanks, Vanessa.
Gotcha.
Okay, we get
I was
it.
confused. Sorry. I take that one back.
Okay.
Still
so-
tweet at me, but not about that.
Okay, so I think Cheryl's obviously going to have a love interest, maybe Tony, which is pretty cool. And I think that Jughead is going to get his place back with the Serpents because he's going to do something to redeem it. He's going to go, him and Betty are going to go on their detective spree, find out something that's going to redeem the whole Serpents, and he's going to be the head of everything.
I think Archie's going to have to make a decision at some point to save his dad. I think he's going to have to betray Hiram at some point to save his dad's innocence. And it's going to break Veronica's heart, and that's going to be what happens.
Oh, what if he has to choose between saving Veronica or saving Betty?
Maybe.
Maybe. It could happen.
I feel like
No?
they have plenty of ways in mind to screw up those relationships. I feel like Archie betraying Veronica's dad makes a lot more sense as like a plot point. Because I don't think they want Hiram as like the godfather for that much longer. I feel like they're probably a little happier having Hermione. She's more interesting. But
And beautiful.
she's gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
The Hiram story, though, will run through most of the season. So I think that he'll have to betray Hiram to save his dad in the end. That's my guess.
Yeah, I feel like he could be being setting up Fred as a fall guy for whatever the Soldale project is.
Yep.
That Fred's is going to get sucked under in some kind of bad way.
Sure.
And that Archie will find out, and I agree. He'd step up if he knew Fred was going to be in trouble.
Of course, he'd have to save his dad. All right, guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Same time, same place next week here to talk more Riverdale. Where can the folks find you guys if they want to follow along with your careers in the meantime?
Oh, geez, my career. That's put career in quotes for that. But follow me on Twitter and Instagram at EpicoJackie.
All right, you guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Shawna O. See you next time.
You guys can find me at Ben Bateman Media, Twitter, Instagram on Wednesdays on the Popcorn Talk, talking action movies on Action Movie Anatomy at 12:30 here on Wednesdays, and just generally loving life. So, follow me on Twitter, Ben Bateman Media. See you there. Bye, guys. Take care.
Bye. AfterBuzz TV.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.